So today I don't have much of a plan. I just thought we'd have a little catch up again as it's a Sunday, and it seems to be when I'm the most chatty. So I just like to have some time for us to have a little get to know each other a little better and to see how you're doing. You can hear how I'm doing, what I've been up to, how I'm feeling, and then we can go from there with a few triggers sprinkled. Sprinkled in as well. That was a little chaotic. I'll try to do better than that. So let's get into it, shall we? I think today my focus wants to be on facing fears, which even to me feels a bit scary, which isn't my intention, but I think it's something I'm really actively trying to push myself to do a bit more. So it's more just confronting the fears, even if it's little tiny, teeny steps into challenging yourself to feel more comfortable in your fears. So that's what I want to talk about. And we'll do some deep breaths as usual, and then we'll get into it, shall we? Okay, let's go. Okay, so as usual, we're breathing deeply in and getting rid of all the stress and tension from the day in our exhale. So breathe in, breathe out. For some reason, every single time I do this, my first inhale is like so short. It's like 1 second and I'm done. I really need to work on elongating my inhale. So let's actually try together. Okay, if you do it with me, I think it will work better. So we're going to go slow. We're going to go slow. Okay, breathing in. And out. Breathing in. super crisp and fresh, and it was really sunny a lot of the time while being super cold, and it was just lovely. I liked it. But a lot of people here just basically are waiting for the summer constantly, because the summer is beautiful. The summer is, I don't think there's really many places better, unless you're on a beach or an amazingly interesting country to explore and travel. But as like I'm staying in a city, a capital city, I think Berlin has just got a certain magic to it. It's got such a magic to it. I think just everyone's having such a nice time. Everyone just seems to they just do things that don't seem normal in different cities, I guess, and it's not unnormal things, but everyone just seems to be really like into the activity they're doing. So whether it's like skateboarding or cycling or flying a kite, where do you see people fly a kite these days? You will in Berlin. Or like windsurfing, that's probably not the right word because there's no water, but like using I don't even know what it's called. Let's move on because I can't describe it. But like people just read a book, they just sit and read a book, and it can be on the side of the road, it can be in a park. People just really find little pockets of joy in Berlin, more than I've seen anywhere else, because I see it as a place where people really slow down, especially in the summer. They slow down and they just enjoy where they are and what they're doing, wherever they are, whether it's sitting on the side of the canal or sitting in a street playing a card games or a little board game like backgammon or something like that. I don't know how to play that, but it really has a special vibration and energy and atmosphere to it, which I hadn't really experienced in such a way before. And I don't think everyone sees it, because people think of Berlin as being such a party place, and there is that element. You can party all weekend if you would like, without stopping. I would not like, but I think because of this understanding of Berlin, people really miss and don't take in like how beautiful and in the moment Berlin is. I think maybe that's a good way to describe it. I've lived in London and other cities where everyone's just in a rush. Everyone's going somewhere, or they're commuting, or they've got this plan that they need to get to, or this plan, and it just feels so much more always going to the next thing rather than being present in the current thing. And maybe that's a really good lesson to take, is that happiness, although we can do things that we think will make us happy in the future, like plan a holiday or a trip, or buy this thing or do this experience, or other things that you sort of plan for, like or if you aim to move to this place, or to start a family, get married, all these things which are great and amazing, but I think people are sometimes too focused on what's going to happen rather than what's happening to them right now. And right now miss the beauty of right now, and I'm definitely guilty of it too. I think, we can walk around blind a lot, and I'm really trying to be more present in where I am and what I'm experiencing right now. For example, I can hear the birds chirping in the trees, and I just think it's beautiful, and that's a really amazing thing to enjoy right now, rather than thinking about the next night out I'm going to, or the next entertainment thing that's coming my way. I just really love noticing like a beautiful light on a street, or a gorgeous flower that's randomly grown, or just really subtle, beautiful things that, to be honest, I think most people take for granted. And yeah, Berlin, somehow being quite a dirty, messy, harsh city, has been the place that's really opened my eyes to those things, which is quite unexpected. Quite unexpected. Okay, that was a massive side ramble, wasn't it? I did not have any intention to speak about that, and I do not remember how I even got onto it, to be honest. But I guess it can tie in quite nicely, as what I wanted to talk about was, facing your fears. And for me, moving to Berlin was one of those fears, I guess. It was less about Berlin specifically. I think it was more about doing something out of my norm, out of my comfort zone, and something that's different for me and what I was used to and what I'd always done. So I think it really helped me grow and become a more independent, I guess, is obviously because I moved alone, but I think it's more in tune internally with myself, or self-trusting or self-reliant, because of how I've dealt with situations and how I've come through difficulties or looked after myself along the way, which all these small little things add up and really become a bit of a track record to yourself of all you're capable of. So I want you to actually take a moment yourself now, if you would, please. And I would love you to have a little think about all the things that you've done, maybe recently, maybe a long time ago, but all the little things that you think are on your receipt, maybe, if we can visualize it like that, little log of a receipt of small or big things that you did, which were kind of facing your fears and doing something outside of your comfort zone, or trying something new, or feeling terrified about something but going for it anyway. And just have a think back at how you achieved all those things and how you've grown so much as a person because of those things. And I think you should be really proud of yourself for what you've done and how you've grown. So yeah, I'm gonna give you a little bit of time to just have a think. Stop my yapping. yourself out there in a public way. But I really think it's been and will be a great way for me to connect with myself more as well as with you. I think that every time I talk to you, I feel a little bit more grounded in myself, which is a really nice feeling. But yeah, the thought of starting a YouTube channel and making videos for you of myself, and a lot of them like this, just talking by myself, a few years ago would have been absolutely crazy to me. I would have been terrified of it. So I'm just like so proud that I pushed myself and encouraged myself to go for it, and I definitely had special people in my life who have helped me so much to push me and encouraged me. Maybe that's the answer, is having an amazing person who believes in you and supports you and really sees what you're worth, and believes in your dreams as well, helps you form your dreams, really. So I was very lucky to have that. But nonetheless, it's still scary. It's scary right now. But really speaking to you helps calm me down a lot. Makes me feel calmer and more relaxed, and actually I get a lot of time for self-reflection in these moments where I can become or maybe learn what I'm feeling about myself in these moments. So I hope you get the same in return, and you do the same in return, and learn more about yourself during my videos. That would be really cool. That would be great. And again, yeah, please share what you're feeling or experiencing or learn about yourself. That would be awesome. But yeah, I guess it's a rambly day, it's a rambly Sunday, but I hope that if you can take anything away from today, it's that yes, we can feel really nervous and really fearful of new things and things outside of our comfort zone, and really the core of me particularly was to run away and hide, or to get as small as I possibly can, and not be seen, so I don't need to confront myself or my fears. And I really hope that along with me you can try and find some courage that you have it in you. You do, whether you see it or you don't, you've got it in you. Some really beautiful courage to just take a little step in the direction of these scarier things. You know, if there's something that you want, or a life that you want, and something, little fears are getting in the way, just take a tiny step towards those fears, towards those more painful things. A tiny little step, and then when you get there, I think you realise, oh, that wasn't that painful. scares you, let me